Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Susan and Family TV. So, how are you all doing? Hope you are doing great. As for me and my daughter, we are doing super great by His grace. Amen. And we wish the same for you out there. Amen. So, beautiful people, welcome to another entertaining, inspiring, educative, interesting chit chat video from Susan and Family TV. So, beautiful people, as you can see, I have a beautiful bun on my hair, which I just did. I did a seconds video showing how I made this beautiful bun with my braid hair. So, try and look the seconds video. So, beautiful people, once again, welcome to our chit chat video. Normally, I do my chit chat video on our other channel, Susan Love TV. So please, beautiful people, try and click on our other channel, Susan Love TV. I have a lot of chit chat videos, a lot of entertaining, inspiring, educative, interesting topics which you will not love to mix from our other channel, Susan Love TV. So today we are going to be talking about Keys to Success Part 5. So in our other channel, our chit chat channel, Susan Love TV, we already have part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 of Key to Success. Keys to Success. So please, if you would love to know from the part 1 to part 4 of Keys to Success, so try and follow us on Susan Love TV, our other channel, our chit chat channel. So today I decided to have the part 5, Keys to Success part 5, in this our family channel, Susan Family TV, because I know that most people are familiar more with our family channel, Susan and Family TV, than our chit chat channel, Susan Love TV. So once again, welcome to our channel, Susan and Family TV. Please follow us on our chit chat channel, Susan Love TV. We also have Kiss channel called Kiss Are Adorable TV. Please follow us on those channel. So thanks, we appreciate you. So again, welcome to Susan and Family TV. So today we are going to be having Keys to Success Part 5. So that is our topic of today, Keys to Success Part 5. Sometimes I love to talk about a keys to success, which I started already in Susan Love TV. Sometimes people might like every time they see me and my daughter on our channel. Oh, this woman and her daughter, they're always doing shopping. So how do they like minimize their money? How do they like and get to spend their money, that their money is enough for them to spend for the month? So the topic of today is Keys to Success Part 5, and the topic is how to minimize money every month, not to fall into debt. How to minimize money every month for you not to fall into debt. So I'm going to try to be explaining, sharing my own view, that is what I do every month. I minimize I and my daughter, our income every month, that my child and I, we have never and we will never fall into debt every month. So I'm going to be sharing this with you. So feel free, comment below. I would love to also hear from you. Share also with me, how do you minimize your money every month that you don't fall into debt, just like as I'm going to share with you how I minimize, me and my daughter, our income every month, that we will never fall into debt. So one, I says, beautiful people, I would love to share with you how I minimize money every month, not to fall into debt. So I also went ahead and wrote, first, I make sure I pay our rent and bills every first of the month. So I've started sharing with you how I and my daughter, I minimize, I and my daughter, our money every month, that we cannot fall into debt. So first, I said, beautiful people, I would love to share with you how I minimize money every month, not to fall into debt. And second, I said, first, I make sure I pay our rent and our bills every first week of every month. That is for sure. So that is how I minimize our money every month, for us not to fall into debt. Once you are able to pay your rent, your the bills, every other thing to me is just like little. So once the rent is out, the bills is out. So every money remaining every month, I and my daughter, we spend it minimize it to make sure that at the end of the month we will never fall into debt, and we will still like have enough money to spend in the remaining days of the month. So I also went ahead and wrote, we pay 725 euros for 2 rooms apartment for me and my daughter. With the bees, we pay 1,000 euros every month. That is true. In this apartment, my daughter and I, we have it's 2 rooms apartment, and my daughter, we are living. We pay 725 euros every month, which I make sure that the 725 euros enter the account of the house boss the first week of every month. I always make sure that, and the bills that come, light, internet and water, and the gas, the light, the gas, and the light, the gas, and the internet all together, and some other bills in Europe, like Belgium. There are so many bills we pay, even hospital bills, even when you are not hospitalized, So we call it mortualität. So they bring all those bills. So sometimes, like, I pay every month, let me say, like 1,000 euros. Both the house rent, 725 euros, with the bills every month. Let me like to say that I pay like 1,000 euros every month, and I make sure that my house rent, our rent, and our bills, I pay it the first week of every month. So once every first week of every month. So once the house rent is already out, 725 euros is already out of our income, and the bills is already out. Let me like, okay, 1,000 euros is already out of our income every first week of every month. So every money remaining, I will try to minimize it to make sure that it's enough for my daughter and I to eat, is enough to buy what my daughter needs. So that is how I try to minimize our money every month for my daughter and I never to fall into debt every month. So I also went ahead and wrote, before my daughter and I do shopping every month, I make sure first the rent and bills have been paid. That is truth. Beautiful people, before I and my daughter we do shopping, even shopping to up to food, I'm not joking, beautiful people. When we do shopping like ending of this month, by God's grace, I will make sure that that shopping is enough for the other months coming for the first week. So I will try to, like, before doing shopping, like full stuff and all those things. So I've already make sure that the house strength 725 euros is already there, that I'm going to pay, which we never touch. Then for the bills also, I make sure that I've paid it already, which we never touch. So the remaining money, that is when my daughter and I, we can do shopping, like eating, like food stuff, or buying what my daughter needs. So that is why I say, before my daughter and I do shopping every month, I make sure first the rent and the bills, I have paid it, and that is truth. So I also went ahead and wrote, when we are shopping, I don't go to expensive shops to shop, only when it's on sales. That only when that shop is on sales. That is true. When my daughter and I, we are shopping, in our YouTube channel, I always love to like share what we are shopping, so that you guys can know the shops where we are shopping, and things are cheaper, in Belgium, in Antwerp, So when you see my daughter and I, we are shopping every day. Not that we go to shop 800 euros once. We go to shop 1,000 euros. No, sometimes my daughter and I, we can shop in the full month. The money will not even be up to like 150 euros, But you see us shopping. We can go to shop and buy something, sometimes 10 euros. My daughter and I, we can go to shop, sometimes I buy something 20 euros. Sometimes my daughter and I, we can go to shop to buy something, shop 30 euros. So at the end of the month, sometimes 180, 200. So, but you can see that we are shopping all the time. You tell, oh, this woman and the daughter, they always shop. But and my daughter, we don't go to expensive shops. Like in May Shopping Street, there are a lot of shops. So those shops are like, when you say market shops, they are expensive shops. So that is why me and my daughter, we always love to go to Primark. So but this time that shops, all those expensive shops in May now are on sales. So that is now my daughter and I, we have opportunity. Any summer sales, winter sales, we have opportunity, like 50% sales, 70% sales. So we rush to buy things because it's on sales. Like something like 50% sales that was like 50 euros before, now you can get it 25 euros, almost like the price of Primark. So anytime Since shops, summer says, winter says. So my daughter and I, we go to all those shops that we were not going before, that we know that it is expensive shop. So I also went ahead and wrote, when we go to supermarket, we don't buy expensive food stuffs. That is true. When my daughter and I will go to supermarket, people might see my daughter and I, we are always shopping food stuff, food stuff, food stuff. There are lots of different mark of food stuff in the supermarket. They are like, okay, let me give example of this chocolate. This chocolate is from Carrefour. So when we go to Carrefour, there are mark of different kind of food which are more expensive. So there are different chocolates in Carrefour which are more. This is Kiss chocolate, is for my daughter. So there are more expensive chocolates in Carrefour, Kiss chocolate drink in Carrefour, which are very expensive. But when my daughter and I will go to supermarket, we buy products from Carrefour. Since their shop, their supermarket is Carrefour. So when we buy all their products, their foodstuffs that is on their name Carrefour, it costs cheaper. So in case you don't know, when you go to, when people hear, they are going to Carrefour supermarket, why they don't go to Lidl, why they don't go to Aldi, that costs cheaper. So to me, when we go to Carrefour, we go to Albertine, we go to Delays that people think are expensive. As long as when you go to the supermarket, that supermarket you are going to, you take their mark of food, their food stuff that has their name. It costs cheaper, just like the other supermarket that their food stuff costs cheaper. So I also went ahead and wrote, to be successful, because we are talking about keys to success part 5, how to minimize money every month, not to fall into debt. Beautiful people. So I said again, I wrote, to be successful, to me, I believe you don't need to be called the richest in your community. Beautiful people. To be successful, we are talking about keys to success now, part 5, how to minimize money every month, not to fall into debt. To be successful, I believe you don't need to be called the richest in your community. You don't need to be called the richest in your family. Being okay, or you think, people are successful only when they are called the richest. No, it's not only when people are the richest in the community, only when people are the richest in the family, that means they are successful. No, to be successful, I believe you don't need to be called the richest in your community. You don't need to be called the richest in your family. To me, to be successful is when individual can live comfortably. To be successful to me is when individual can live comfortably, able to pay rent, able to pay bills, or own your own house. That is what I think is called to be successful. Whether the house is big or not, that is a success. So you don't need to have a palace. You don't need to have a villa, for you to know that you are already successful, or for people to think that you are successful. When you have a small house, when you have a large house, when you have a big house, you are going to sleep in only one room. So when you have a small house, when you have a big house, it does not differentiate anything. Success is success. As long as you can pay your rent, you can pay your bills, you can feed yourself, you can feed kids, you don't go to borrow food, you don't go to borrow money. So we, in our case, we are successful. So you don't need to have a large or a villa for you to be known that you are already a successful person. So I also went and wrote, whether the house is big or not, a house is a house. A house is a house. Doing our best. Yeah, a house, whether the house is big or not, a house is a house. So I also went ahead and wrote, doing our best to make sure that our kids are okay with 70% to 80% of what they need. So I also went ahead to write, to be successful is how we, the parents, using myself as an example, as a mama, try my best to make sure that my daughter is comfortable to what she needs, like 70% to 80%. So that is what, for me, I think is called successful. So I also went ahead to wrote, making sure that we and our children will live comfortably, not falling into debt. So that is called a success. So as long as we can parent, we can eat, we can feed, we can try our best to give our kids what they want, like 60 to 80%, So I think that is being called success. That is being called successful. So you don't need to hold a villa. You don't need to be like the richest people in the world for you to be known called or that already a successful person. So I also went ahead and wrote, to me, that is the best success. Yeah, that is truth. All this I just listed, to me, that is the best success. When we minimize our money every month, we pay our rent, we pay our bills every month without spending more than our income every month. Gradually, we can begin to save for our kids' future, for the holidays, save for buying a house of our home. So that is called success. So we are still talking about keys to success, part 5, how to minimize money every month, not to fall into debt. So I also went ahead and wrote, when we but when you spend more than your income, beautiful people, here it comes. But when you spend more than your income every month, before before you know it, you will fall into debt. That might lead you having problems with the that might lead you having problems that will lead you to court, and before you know it, your belongings will be seized by the government. That is true. Key to success, part 5. Beautiful people, how to minimize your money every month, not to fall into debt. When you spend more than your income, beautiful people, you are going to fall into debt. That might lead you having problems. That might lead you having problems in the court. That might also lead you being that your belongings, your things will be seized. So if you minimize your money every month, you don't spend more than your income every month, there is no way you are going to fall into debt. But when you spend more than your income every month, beautiful people, there is no way you are going to avoid falling, because why? You have spent already more than your income. Before you know, you are going to say, Mr. Man, please, can you borrow me 100 euro? Oh, lady, can you borrow me? You borrow from here, you borrow from there. Before you know it, you start going to the bank to borrow, and you know that you can pay back. Before you know it, your belongings will be seized by the government. So I also went ahead and wrote, keys to success, part 5 is talking about how to minimize money, not to fall into debt. So I also wrote, I don't buy too many things for myself. That is true, because I said today I'm going to be sharing with you how I minimize money every month for my daughter and I, never to fall into debt, and which I'm speaking from the fact I don't buy too many things for myself. We shop more for my daughter because she is a child. I don't want her to feel her friends have everything they want why she can't have what she needs. That is why I do my best to make sure she have 70% of what she tells me she needs. And as we all know, it's very important to do our best to give our daughters what they want, if not everything, but we the parents, knowing we are doing our best. Yeah, that is true. For me, beautiful people, I don't buy too many things for myself, but I do try my best. Anytime my daughter and I will go to shopping, when she asks for like 4 things, I will try my best to buy 2 for her. When she asks for like 80% something, I will try my best to buy like 60% for her, because why? She is a child. We all know kids. When you like I don't know how to put this. When your kids ask you something, and when they know that you are able, or you are capable, you are able to buy those things for them, but you are like you don't want to buy it for them, so they will feel bad and like, oh, if my friends can have those things and I know my parents can buy these things for me, but they don't just want to buy it. So that is why I try my best, like anything my daughter asks me, if not everything, giving her everything she wants, but I try my best, like 70% I do it for her what she wants. So I also went ahead and wrote, but we the parents knowing we are doing our best. Yeah, that is true. So when we do this thing like up to 70%, making sure like 70% our kids have what they want. So we the parents, we are, we are like assured that, oh, we are doing our best as a good parent. So I also went ahead and wrote, because when you don't give female child, this is very important, beautiful people, when you don't give female child what they ask from their parents, that is when their minds tells them to go with men because of money. So that is another more reason, because of the way I was brought up. When I was growing up, my family loved to like give me up to 90%, not 70%, not 80%. My family make sure they give me up to like 90% of what I want. Not that I'm bragging. Who knows me? People who knows me know that I'm not bragging. So my family make sure that they give me up to 90% of what I want. When I ask them, oh, why do you shower me with a lot of things like this? My family always tell me, because I'm a female child, they don't want me to go after men because of money. So when they shower me with what I want, when men are like, rushing after me, I will give you money, come and have sex, I will tell them, no, my parents have already given me these things. My parents are capable of giving me everything I want. I don't need your money. And truth, that is how I grew up. Up to now, till tomorrow, I pray my daughter is learning from me also. I don't go after men because of money. When I go with you as a man, know that I really have a purpose, a better purpose of going with you, not because of your money. Because why? I was raised up already from a home that they cater a lot for me, and they taught me that not to go with men because of money. So that is the way I also like to try to bring up my daughter, trying to do the best, like 70%, and for her to know that her mama is doing her best. Even when men are like following her, I will give you money, I will give you euros, I will give you thousands of euros, millions of euros, she will say, no, my mama is doing her best for me. I have everything I want. My mama is doing her best. So that is the most reason. So beautiful people, for female, for boys, it's not so like oh, you must do it. Like for boys, they don't care a lot. Boys, when they have one jeans, one canvas, they don't care. But for daughters, comment below if you think what I'm talking about is making a sense. But for girls, our daughters, they love to be like every time like sparkling, shiny, girls. So girls thing. So that is why I do my best. I don't want her to go out there to be like deceived by men. I will give you money, follow me, and that. So but when she have like 70% of what she wants, I give to her. So when men want to give her money, want to entice her with money, she will say, no, my mama is doing best for me. I don't lack any good thing. So that is it. So we are going to continue together with me because of money, so they can buy, so for them to buy what they want. I give God all the glory for his continuous faithfulness in every areas in my daughter's life, in my life this day and forevermore. Amen. I do my best to make sure my daughter have up to 70% of what she wants, which I know God, by God's grace, my daughter will never think of following boys because of money. So I also went ahead and wrote, I prefer buying foodstuffs and I prefer buying foodstuffs and I prepare it at home, which I believe costs cheaper than going to restaurants to eat. Beautiful people, that is true. My daughter and I will go to restaurants once in a while. We buy foodstuffs and I prepare it at home, which I know it costs cheaper. My daughter and I go to the restaurants to eat once in a while, but we do buy foodstuffs for my daughter. We do buy fast foods for my daughter sometimes, and when we go out, I know she's already hungry. I believe I sometimes buy her fast food, which I know is not expensive. So but sometimes when my daughter and I will go out, I see that she's already hungry, she's a child, I do sometimes buy her fast foods, and which I know fast foods